Welcome to ICCA Online, World-Class Culinary Online. Now we are back with Chef Maia Tsakanova, pastry instructor from our Faculty of Patisserie. Chef Maia is from Georgia and has been a pastry chef for over 12 years now and has been with ICCA for over 4 years out of those 12. During the last year, due to COVID, Chef Maia has done a number of demos on layered cakes, which were very popular with our viewers and audience. Hence, on popular demand, she is now going to demonstrate an epic 24-layered dark chocolate cake using a very unique way to make very thin and delicate layers of cake. Without much ado, over to you, Chef Maia.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Shanas. Good to know that so many people are watching us today, and thank you for being with us. Yes, today I'm going to demonstrate one of the beautiful, gentle, amazing cake. But before that, I would like to introduce, I'm not going to work alone today. I'm going to work with my lovely assistant. She's coming all the way from South Africa, and she's one of our just graduated students. And thank you very much, darling, for being with us today. She agreed to help me and assist me and be with us. How are you feeling today? Good?
I'm good. Super
Is it excited?
Yes.
Yes. Let's do it again? Yes, let's do it, baby. So we are going to demonstrate the beautiful cake. As I told, my recipe is very, very old, actually. I'm going to take my old recipe, going back to my roots, and I'm going to give to this recipe a new life. I'm going to use a new techniques, a new demonstration, and new garnishes to present it in contemporary way. Why I choose to do this recipe, guys? Because I know many young chefs are watching us now, and my message to them will be, guys, it's not necessary to use the most expensive ingredients, the most trending ready mixes. I'm going to use very humble ingredients. I'm going to achieve beautiful result. So nowadays, many chefs are doing that. They are going back to their origins, or they are going back to the basics or old recipes, grandma's recipes, let's say, and they are bringing up using new technology and achieving perfect, beautiful result. That is what I'm going to do today. So let's get started. First, my step will be sponge. Sponge is made, the cake is made out of very, very thin layers. Layers are basically almost see-through. That's how thin layers are there of the crunchy, nice biscuit. I'm going to create a 24 crunchy biscuits, and I'm going to use a frosting in between. Later on, we will move. I will explain you a little bit more about the frosting. Now we start the recipe by itself. First of all, we are going to place a butter, sugar, and honey into mixing bowl, medium mixing bowl, and I'm going to melt all these components over the bain-marie, over the water bath. So to let them melt very slowly, a little bit of sugar, we are going to place it on the steam, and we are going to just let it melt. By the time it's melting, we have to make sure that we are mixing it proper so that all components will be combined together nicely. Once it is melted, of course, it will take some time, guys, to happen. I will just increase my heat to make it faster. Now, once it is melted, all components are melted, all ingredients, I'm going to add some leavening agents, where I choose to use soda and a little bit of vinegar, which will help my sponges to rise just a little bit and gives that nice crisp to the texture. So we are going to add it just after we finish the melting the components. Oh, this is hot. So yes, about the cake, yes, this is a cake. With this cake I grew up, guys, and I am happy to have this chance to showcase this cake in very, very new modern style, because when I remember this cake, it was beautiful on the slice, but actually from the appearance overall, it was not looking really nice. But now I'm going to present it in a very beautiful way. Okay, all components are almost melted. Keep mixing, mixing, mixing. I hope you will use these recipes, guys. Please keep some comment, ask questions, because that's how we learn. Yes, we ask questions and we grow and we learn something new each single day. That is all about chef life. So once all components are melted, I'm going to mix together the vinegar and the soda, which will create nice air bubbles. And I'm going to add into my mixture. Keep mixing it. A little bit of vanilla, of course, to not have any smell of egg or taste of the eggs. Just a bit. And basically, the base is done. Now I'm going to take it off the heat and I'm going to add my eggs slowly, gradually, one by one, to not let egg to be cooked. I'm going to use whisk to let the all ingredients, components to be blended together nice, whisk together nice, one at a time. Come, darling. We mix, 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 mix. Very good. Yeah, more, darling. Yes. Here we go. The eggs are in your entire mixture. Now I'm going to just stop whisking it. And I'm going to fold into it the cocoa and the flour. Now, one very important point. Use a dark cocoa, nice, 90% nice, beautiful dark cocoa, which will give a little bit bitterness to your recipe, to your sponge. That's the way how it should be. The chocolate sponges have to have that nice chocolatey bitterness. Okay, fold, fold, fold all cocoas. Let's go. It's very easy to make this cake and it is really, really beautiful in terms of the look and in terms of the taste and flavors. Okay. We tried yesterday already, right? One recipe. Okay, here we go. Fold in the flour. We are using simple all-purpose flour, guys, but don't overuse it, because if you put too much flour, what's going to happen? You will have some difficulty with for the rolling the sponge, because it will be breaking or cracking. Okay, folding in. Very good. Now, takes a bit time. Now, once all components are there, we are getting very sticky, very soft, delicious mixture. Looks like a paste, guys. To achieve nice result, good result, we are going to place it in chiller for at least an hour to let the dough to cool down, so that we will have much more easy. We will be rolling it much more easy. Okay, rolling it out. Let's put it on the table now. I'm going to use just my hands to combine just all these dry components. Here we go. Yes, a lot of cocoa, yes, guys. The cake is not very sweet by itself, okay? Yes, I use a little bit sugar in the sponge, but I reduce amount of sugar in my frosting from original recipe, because as you, all of you know, nowadays, everybody's trying to eat healthy and be healthy. So use as less sugar as possible, so that this is adjustable. Yes, we can adjust our recipe according to demand of our customers or guests or friends or whoever. Yeah. Once I'm done with folding, I get this kind of sticky, very soft paste, okay, which I'm going to divide into 24 equal pieces. So you will get one piece, you will get approximate 30 grams of the piece from one recipe. You will get 24 layers of by 25, 30, 35 grams. Yes, done. So now we are going to just cut it off, divide into the smaller pieces, which we already prepared to not let you guys wait, okay? And we are going to chill this dough. We cannot wait for a long, that's why we prepared yesterday to demonstrate you how to roll the sponges already after chilling the dough. And now I'm going to roll it up. Do not use too much flour. More flour you use, more dense and hard will be your sponge. This what you will get, this kind of nice, beautiful pieces of the dough, which is quite firm. I'm going to roll it slowly, putting a pressure equal so that my sponge will be rolled equally thin. Make sure you are dusting your table with enough flour to not let the dough to stick. When it's hot, guys, it's very, very difficult to roll it. So give it the dough time to rest in fridge. Okay, all the time move your dough to make sure that it is not sticking on the table. Once it is rolled into very thin, beautiful layer, I'm going to use cake cutter to cut into shape what I want to use. But you guys can make it square, can make it more smaller, more bigger. It is up to you. So done. I think we roll it enough, darling. Yeah? Yes. Okay, let's cut it off. So the leftovers do not throw. You can reuse it again if in case one of your sponge layers are broken, you can reuse it again. Okay, once we cut with, I'm using 24-inch ring, which will give me a little bit larger size of the cake. I will take my palette knife. I will transfer my sponge very carefully on a silicone mat, and this is what I got. Yeah, nice, beautiful chocolate disc, which is going to oven, and I'm going to bake it only 5 minutes, 200 degrees temperature, and after which I will let it cool down, because if it's hot, I try to remove from seal pad, I may break it. So once it's cooled down, I'm going to use the layers to build my cake. Let's go. Yes, once she's placing it in the chiller, I'm going to explain you what I'm going to use for my frosting. So as all chefs know, we are cleaning as we go. Very good. This is actually very good rule, not only for the chefs to work accurate, nice and clean. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the frosting. Okay, for frosting, I'm going to use, again, very simple ingredients, which is good quality butter, sour cream, which will balance the fatness of the butter, and a little bit icing sugar and the whipping cream. Again, I am going to use whipping cream to aerate my mixture, because butter by itself, you can avoid whipping cream, but then you will have very heavy, dense type of the cream. So I'm going to aerate it using the whipped cream. Okay, let's go. Okay, we put it just to not make mess here. Let's get started. I need mixing bowl and I need my hand mixer, because the quantity is very small, guys. I'm showing you again, as I told you, can multiply your recipe and you can make it larger for all your family. Okay, I'm going to place the butter, icing sugar. I will not use all, as I told, I don't want my dessert to be very, very sweet, and I'm going to use my mixer to cream my butter. Oh, something happened there. Time to time, stop your mixer, clean the sides of your mixing bowl, okay, and cream again. Okay, once I'm creaming, I'm making a little bit noise. I am not sure if you guys can hear me. Just for a few minutes. So make sure that you cream butter nice what's the dangerous part of this cream? It may split very easy. Why? Because high content of the fat in it. So be careful. Make sure your butter is creamed perfectly nice. Yes, like this. Okay, I cream it nice and make sure that all your components for the cream are in room temperature, in the same temperature, because small difference in temperature, your cream can get can be broken. Then you have to do it all over again. So now I'm going to add my sour cream, not in once, again by a little quantity to avoid any kind of the issues with breaking the cream. Okay, once you combine, you don't have to cream it too long. Okay, because again, to avoid any kind of the problems with texture. This should be enough once we combine nicely together. Now I'm going to use the whipping cream. I'm going to use a French cream, guys, yes, which is very rich in flavors and which is very stable and which will make my cream even much more lighter and beautiful. Don't over mix it, yeah. Just fold it nicely. And here we go. We place it in piping bag and we are going to use it for our frosting. Now, once we are done folding, very carefully, yeah, we are going to place it in piping bag and we are going to keep it on the side to use it a little bit later. Okay, here we go. Done. So nice, beautiful, soft, delicious cream. Okay, we use all, no wastage in kitchen. Very good. Again, cream is done, so easy, so simple. Now we are going to go with make the glaze. So mirror glaze. Many people are asking, what is mirror glaze? What's the difference of glaze and mirror glaze, guys? Different is the mirror glaze is very shiny. That's why when I look into my cake, I hope so, that it will be so shiny that I can see myself. Okay, that's how shiny should be the glazing. So how to make this kind of the glaze, I'm going to demonstrate now, and you will see it is very, very easy, guys. It is not that scary how you think it is. Okay, we are going to take the saucepan, new saucepan, and we are going to place ingredients into it. So ingredients are dark chocolate. You can use 55% chocolate. Dark cocoa powder, again, as I mentioned, try to use good quality cocoa to achieve that flavor. The whipping cream, 35% content, a little bit water, little bit sugar, and setting agent, gelatin. Now I'm going to place all my components except gelatin in saucepan, and I'm going to bring it to boil. As soon as it's boiling, by the time it's boiling, my chocolate will be already melted. So I will take it off the heat and I will cool it down a little bit, and then I will add the gelatin into it. So water, a bit of sugar, and cocoa powder. I'm going to use hand whisk to let all the components to combine nicely together. Okay, here we go. Put on medium heat and keep stirring until your chocolates are melted. As soon as it's done, we will add the gelatin. We will strain it because sometimes some cocoa lumps can be there. We will strain it in jar and we will keep it in fridge. Why it have to go into fridge, guys? Because the glazings, the best way to use mirror glaze, make it today, use it tomorrow. Okay, let's keep mixing so that all ingredients are nice and combined together. Very good. We increase a little bit more heat so that it will be faster. You will be not waiting too long. Okay, so One important thing about mirror glaze, guys, it's very important to follow the right temperature. So temperature to get perfect glaze, perfect shininess, it is 28 to 30 degrees. Whenever you are applying your glaze to the cake, make sure the temperatures are correct so that you will get perfect result. Once it is done, yeah, I think while I'm talking, my chocolates are melted. Yes, chocolates are melted. Now I'm going to strain it into jar and I'm going to add gelatin into it. Yes, here we go. Very good. I'm going to strain it into jar to avoid any kind of lumps being in my glaze. Yes, here we go. Let's make sure we have nice smooth texture. Okay. Once it is done, basically we are done with all preparation. After this, we are going to start to build our cake. Excited? Yes. 24 layers, guys. This is very high, beautiful cake. Yes, a big cake, how we call it. Yeah. Okay, very good. Here we go. I place it here. We don't need this one. And we are going to strain gelatin and we are going to add it into the glaze. So now, what is gelatin, guys? Gelatin is a setting agent. Yeah, it is non-vegetarian because it's made from the connective tissues of animals. So we are going to use it to set our glaze and make it look nice and shiny and beautiful, smooth. So you can avoid using gelatin in your glaze, but then it may not set that nice how it should be. Okay, wearing the gloves, again, another rules of the kitchen. Okay, especially now, COVID time, we have to be super careful. Now, gelatin is ready to go to my glaze. I strain it, no additional water should go into your glazing. I place the gelatin into glazing and I mix it. After a few minutes, gelatin will dissolve and you will not see any gelatin there. It will be dissolved in my glaze. Okay, here we go. Now, one more important thing, I'm going to blend it using hand blender. Why it is important? Again, it will allow all components of the glaze to be mixed together nicely and it will increase the shininess of your glaze. Yes, as you can see, there is no gelatin. Okay, it is there, but you cannot see it because it's dissolved. Now I'm going to blend a little bit my glaze and I'm going to keep it rest in chiller, in fridge until tomorrow. Okay, and I'm going to use it tomorrow. But in this case, I prepared with my lovely assistant yesterday everything so that we can use it today. Let's blend it. It is already shiny. Okay, very good. Little bit of the blending, and yes, your glaze is ready. It is going to fridge. We clean film and we keep it in chiller. Here we go. You can see it is already nice and shiny. Yes, if you can see shininess from there, but it will be even more after resting. So once it is done, now the preparation for cake is ready. It's done. Now I'm going to build my cake. So I'm going to use a lazy Susan tray and I'm going to build my cake. Okay, let's get started. Okay, layer by layer. After baking the sponge, you will have these guys. You will have this kind of nice, beautiful, thin layer of the cake. Now, I'm going to place it on the lazy Susan tray. I'm going to use a cream what we already made. And make sure the layers of the cream are equal. So that for that, you better use the weighing scale so that it will be nice and equally spread cream. So use a scale to be more accurate with the layers. Once it is done, yeah, I'm going to place another disc on top of the cake and like that, 24 layers. Opa. Yes, here we go, nice and thin. make sure that you spread the cream very equal so that it will not be up and downs. On the slice, guys, you can see all the layers, all the quantity of the cream. Once it is done, I'm going to put another layer on top and do the same with each layer. You can see how thin layers are. They are like a paper. So like this, 24 layers, after which I'm going to use a whipping cream to, yes, let's not let audience wait. Let's show them the result, what we will achieve by combining, building our cake. We are going to get the beautiful, nice, yes. Let me get from chiller for you. Okay, this is our cake. What we will have, the height of the cake will be not really very too high, but still we will get beautiful, nice look of the cake. So I used whipping cream to shape my cake. Why? Because the whipping cream will give beautiful, nice shape of the cake. In this case, I use a French cream, which is super delicious, amazingly gentle. It whipped very easy and have a nice amount of the fat content, 35-36% fat content. And French cream give me the nice stable result. So when you whip the cream, because of the fat content, the air bubbles are captured and your cream is nice and foamy. So that's what I achieved using the French cream, and that's what I use to build my cake. Some other creams can be, you may have an issue, guys, because sometimes cream is not setting nicely. It's have no stability. It's not setting nicely on your cake. It may slide off, it may melt, but the French cream, it gives me nice results. You can see already how firm and nice my cake looks like. And now I'm going to use a glazing, which I told already, we prepared yesterday with my lovely assistant, and which should be not more 30 degrees. So 28 to 30 degrees. This is a temperature perfect to make to use your glaze for the glazing. It is little bit hot. It's 31. I will just mix it a bit to cool it down, and then only I will glaze my cake. Now, while it's cooling down, I'm going to show you. Now, I can glaze my cake and keep it simple, but as I told, I'm going to use modern look. I'm going to give to my cake modern looks. That's why I'm going to use a little bit of the white jelly, okay, which will give me the marble look, okay? So now all of you will see how I'm going to do that. Here we go. Now it's perfect. We are going to glaze the cake. It's already have beautiful shininess. I don't know if camera can transfer the shininess of the glaze. I try to show you guys. No, it is not showing. But anyway, so I'm going to glaze the cake. You will see the final result on the cake. Now, when you glaze a cake, make sure you are not holding your glaze, your jar, too close to the cake. Okay. And once you glaze all the sides, make sure there is no gaps, there is no unglazed parts. If there is, you just cover them. Okay, yes. Once it is done, I'm going to add my white silver glaze a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to use a hair dryer to blow a little bit and to get that beautiful marble effect. I think it's enough. I got what I was looking for. Yes, I get nice marble effect. Now I will just let the glaze to slide off the extra of the glaze, set nicely on my cake, and I'm going to transfer it on the plate and of course decorate it. One of the main and important thing in a pastry and patisserie, it is the last touch. It is a decoration and presentation. Now I'm going to use a cake tray, And let's transfer our beautiful cake. I don't know, guys, if you can see the marble on top of the cake, but I'm sure in end of results, we will have one nice screen. Okay. This is the most dangerous part, huh? Okay, if cake goes off, finish. Okay, be very gentle and careful because cake actually is very heavy. Okay, and we transfer it very careful again on the cake tray or plate, whatever you are going to use to serve your cake. We slide out the palette knife. Yes, we are done. Now, successfully transferred cake. So now we are going to work on decoration. We are going to put some nice makeup to our cake and do the presentation. Okay, yes, some accident can happen, okay, especially when you are on live show, guys. Oh, we have seen a lot. So, but there is always solution. Okay, now, last part of the demonstration will be the decoration and garnishes, which already yesterday, again, we prepared with my assistant. We made just simple garnishes for using the dark and white chocolate and a little bit of silver dust. So again, it's very simple decorations, but it gives a beautiful, nice look to the cake. Okay, okay, darling. Let's use a spray, baby. Yes, we wear the gloves, we change the gloves, and we are done. Okay. Oh, I don't know if gloves are smaller size or my fingers become a bigger. Okay, here we go. Now cake is ready. Let's work on little bit on presentation. For me, guys, it is already looking good, but I'm going to do something little bit extra. Okay, yes, because of chocolate on white, try to serve it on white plate. It looks beautiful, the dark chocolate on white presentation table. So now I'm going to take my chocolate discs and I'm going to use it to decorate the nicely cakes. No, still these gloves are irritating me, but it's okay. So 1, 2, again, guys, it's up to you how you will make presentation, which kind of garnish you will use. It's not necessarily to use just this garnish, as long as your cake is done correctly, layers are there, the garnish, use whatever you have at home to achieve this beautiful, nice look. There we go, little bit maybe dark, chocolate. Yes, some discs. This all, guys, we are teaching our students how to do the garnishes, different type of garnishes, because again, I repeat that it is very important to make your dessert look good. First, look good, and then only taste good, yeah? Okay, here we go. What do you think? We go more? It looks good already. We don't need to overdo it. Again, we can dust with some silver if you have at home, or if you want again to make your cake a little bit fancy, you can use a silver dust. Everything is available nowadays, guys. In any coffee shop, in any pastry shop, we dust a little bit with the silver. Yes, and I don't think we need silver leaves. This is already nice. We just need to clean up the side of the cake and we are done. Okay, we clean this side and done. So it's very simple, very easy and very fast. This is how looks the final product. And yes, you can see the beauty of black and white. Yes, and even on the slice, it's going to look beautiful and black and white. Let's ask Ms. Shanas. I'm sure we will have some questions. Can we just check if we have any questions from our audience?
Maya, we don't have any questions, but we do have a lot of requests for the recipe. So we will make sure that people get the recipe. And as always, your family too is on and watching you. I would.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. Of course, we can share our recipes, and we would love, guys, to see your cakes online. Please take a picture, tag ICCA. We will be happy to see that you put an effort and you could recreate this cake, which happened with last our webinars. We was so happy to see that people really enjoyed these cakes and really make it happen. Yes?
Thank you, Maya. That was lovely.
Miss Shahnaz?
Yes.
1 minute. I'm not done yet because
1 minute is a long time.
the audience wants to see the cake on the slide. Okay. Let's slice one slide and then we will say goodbye. We will enjoy our cake and you guys, you recreate and tell us how it was. So let's go one slice. And the second slice, we use a hot water and knife. And thank you, baby. And here we go. This is our cake. Okay. We need one palette knife maybe to pull the cake out. Yes, that's okay, baby. I will use a knife. So this is how looks my cake, okay, today. Yeah, this is a 24-layered epic, beautiful chocolate cake. Hope you enjoyed, guys, and we'll see you soon on the next our webinar. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you, Ms. Shahnaz.
Maya, that is incredible. And I've had the opportunity to eat it, so I know how incredible that is. Thank you, Zara, for helping Maya.